the best SUV in the world. If you've paid attention to YouTube, you will know more than one YouTube video is labeled the best SUV in the world, featuring a 100 series Land Cruiser or an LX470. So is it the best SUV in the world? I don't know. I bought mine 10,000 miles ago, roughly 6 months. But I think if you buy one, you have to tell people it's the best SUV in the world. Just like if you do CrossFit or have an ice plunge, you have to explain why they are the best things in the world. So why did I buy one? It's the little things, really, right? Everybody loves this. It has a tailgate where you can sit and tell people it's the best SUV in the world. No, I bought mine because I always liked them. I liked this thing, the tailgate, the fact that it goes up and down, all the little fun things about it, the fact that everyone says it'll go 300,000-400,000 miles, of which you also have to tell all your friends that. The reason I bought one is because I liked it, and then I went on a trip in Central America, and every taxi we got in was a Toyota, and about 50% of the Toyotas that we got in were Land Cruisers, Land Cruiser Prada or Land Cruiser, the big one, just like this. They weren't full of leather like the Lexus. However, I asked all the drivers how many miles. Of course, they were in kilometers, but it translated to 2, 3, sometimes 400,000 miles. And I wasn't driving around here like I live in Dallas, where it's nothing but concrete. They were on rough roads, gravel roads, and I'd say about a third of the places we went in those taxis required an SUV or four-wheel drives of some sort. And naturally, when I got home, I decided, well, I should buy one too, because how else will I get to the mall? They also have fun jump seats. Not the kind where you can push a button and they just fall down, but the kind where you have to crawl into the car to get them down. It lasts a long time. That's what they tell me. That's why it's such a good car, right? It's kind of complicated. Pull here, slide it all the way forward, drop it down. There you go. Now, just like a Land Rover, you have a jump seat that folds down that no one can use. And I don't even get the Safari. Now, of course, you have to tell everyone that your vehicle goes up and down with hydraulics. Now I have 3.5 inches more ground clearance. And now my grandma can get in. Now I have to go get cage-free eggs from a local farm. Come on, let's go for a ride. With 226,000 some odd miles on it, it really does drive amazing. I'm very impressed by that in all reality. I'm sitting here in nice leather seats. Now, I did change the leather seats, and I'll get into cost of ownership in a later video. It is more than you would think. They are supposed to be the most reliable vehicles on Earth. And for the most part, I believe that is true. That being said, it is an 18-year-old car. It is probably the most reliable 18-year-old car out there. But at 18 years old, things fail. Things just get used up. Leather seats get beaten up. You have to replace those. There's preventative maintenance that goes into this. This is the 4.7 liter V8 that Toyota made for a long time, and it is known to go hundreds of thousands of miles. However, every 100,000 miles, you have to do a timing belt and water pump service. Most shops, it's 2023 when I'm filming this video, will do that for about $1,500. We're pulling up to this little farm, which has a gravel access road, so I will flip it into comfort mode. And just like that, it absorbs all the bumps. I'm gonna run in and see what they have. Well, no eggs today, but they did have unsalted, pasteurized cream butter. Whatever. Surprisingly, or unsurprisingly for a Lexus or Toyota product, but surprisingly for just about anything else, every single thing works on this. 17, 18 years old now, 226,000 miles. Back on pavement. Let me switch back to regular. We'll go sport mode. Nearly every single thing works on this vehicle. There's two things that don't work on it. The mirrors don't tilt up and down. I don't know if that's a problem with the actual switch here or both motors. And the wheel goes up and down but doesn't telescope. Every other thing else on this thing works. The suspension, as far as I can tell, is 100% original, and it works beautifully. It goes up and down. I have 4 different settings. I have comfort, regular, and then 2 sport modes. Sport mode is just slightly stiffer, kind of takes some of the body roll out of it, but for the most part, I really, really like it. I understand why so many people like it. Now, there's a lot of drawbacks with it, and I'll cover in another video, not the least of which being about 13 to 15 miles to the gallon. It's really hard to get much better than that. On road trips, sometimes we get 17 if we're really lucky, and I'm not gassing on it too hard. But for the most part, 17 is the best you're gonna get. Toyota and Lexus really over-engineered this product. They were going from the 80 series to this one, and they made a lot of leaps and bounds. The interior comfort, it's probably the best blend of reliability, off-road ruggedness, and creature comforts on the interior. I have heated seats. I have a 6 CD disc changer in here, but this one's been upgraded. We have Bluetooth connectivity, so the phone will actually connect to the stereo, and you can run your Apple Music, whatever, off of it and right to it. We have a little microphone here, so push button on the steering wheel, answer the phone call, just like a normal car today. So a couple of creature comforts have been added to it. Otherwise, though, it has just about everything that you're going to want in a modern car. It doesn't have radar cruise control or lane keep assist, but just drive your damn car, right? I absolutely love it. I totally get why people call it the best SUV in the world. Is it the best SUV in the world? I have no idea. I don't drive around Central America. I drive around Dallas, Texas. Nothing but concrete. I've not had to use one bit of the capabilities of this car. This one has 225,000 miles on it. I got a fire extinguisher and some roadside kit right there that I haven't had to use yet. So far it's got a great track record. So what am I going to do with this thing? Obviously I have to turn it into an overlander.